Nia, who's your favorite artist?
Say albino, stop it. En general or?
In general.
Oh God! Don't tell Mariah Carey.
I know I know the
She's always
answer.
been my favorite. Yeah.
Adele.
No.
Sade.
Honestly, I don't know. I don't
You've
think I
answered
have
that
one.
before in your past interviews, so
Yeah, but
yeah,
I
you've
don't think
answered
I
that
have one
before.
right now because one of them is not alive. Whitney.
Oh.
Thank you. That's what I was waiting for.
Whitney Houston. Mariah Carey is one of my favorites. Actually, I love Toni Braxton a lot.
Yeah.
Toni Braxton is the truth. Like I feel like anybody who
Your video. Your video is like it was a channel. You were channeling her.
You know what? I was. You know, because when I think about it, that's true.
Yeah.
The Unbreak My Heart. Yes. And then a little bit of Billie Holiday.
Yeah.
It's so relaxing.
Yes. So why did you cut your hair?
Why did I cut my hair? Well, like I told you, I had to.
Yeah.
I think I was just at a place of wanting something different. I wanted paint. I wanted not necessarily a new look, but just like the beginning of a new transition.
Oh, new transition. Yeah.
When you wake up and how I felt at peace about it. You know, when I have a dream that's not good, I usually can sense that it will come I can't really explain it. I know that's not what that was. But you know some dreams you feel good about it. Right? And they're not really that good. Maybe in the past, yeah, but now that doesn't like that. I know. Yeah, I know. I can tell the difference now. Yeah. And the thing is too, in the past, I never used to phone interview with a radio station in New York or whatever. And I remember the person was asking me about like, your religion is very important to you. Whatever. How do you think the two go together? And I said, music is from God. You know, regardless of if Satan was the director of music or whatever, and he fell, he was a fallen angel, blah blah blah. But God is still the creator. God is still the originator of someone's talent and someone's gift. Point blank period. Of course, in everything that you do, it should be to glorify Him and to. Okay, she's of God, you know? But then someone called in. After they called in, they were chatting. I think it was a live Facebook feed too, that you can, kind of give your opinions. And there was someone that was like adamant. Oh, she really needs to go back and read the Bible because that is not of God, to be doing secular music. The spirit will show that, but your behavior will show that who I am. I believe in what I believe in, and I'm going to make it known to people.
That's right. Okay. It's in the car. When he sent me the layout, the whole concept, I was like, wow.
Oh, wait, open?
Yeah. So I was very impressed. I like, because the thing is, when you go to the salon, it should be something relaxing, and especially if you gotta wait. He got wine, okay. Oh, we got mimosa. Yeah. Yes, he is very, Yeah.
Yeah, and since then I kind of been pursuing my solo project, putting out music here and there, doing collaborations. But then I got married, I had children, so I fell back a little bit.
How are they? Cuties, little cuties.
My rugrats are 5 and 4.
Yeah, oh my God, those cheeks. Yeah. Heartbreak Hotel. Heartbreak Heroes. Oh, and Heroes. Okay. People's Magazine. Oh, yes. Star. Your lipstick.
Yeah, I got it.
Yes, tell me about that.
Well, it's just a venture that made its way to my door. Rowan is the person that's behind Boost Cosmetics, and he contacted, really tried to get to web, and a partner of his made its way to me, and then he fixed it. He did it with Michelle, it was successful with Michelle, and he would like to do change kind of like the look, in the industry, because there's no actual company that's owned and operated by the Haitian or Caribbean person targeting the makeup industry, I would say. And that's what he wanted to do, and I'm like, yeah, that sounds great. Let's do it. I have to improve my social media presence.
Yes.
But I love the lipstick. It's really pretty, flattering on a lot of different complexions. So when we get all made up, I hope to be able to wear it.
Yes, definitely. But so, did you get to choose the colors that that?
He gave me like choices of colors, and I got to pick that one. But he also picked it out for me. He kind of like looked at my makeup choices that I make. Similar to a color that I would wear anyway. And then I have other colors that I will choose from that will be launching, but we just started with this one.
Okay.
So right now it's on pre-order, and I'm just pushing people to like go on there and pre-order, and they should be getting it by next month as far as like the orders and getting the lipstick. But it's really pretty, and it's a matte lipstick, but you know how some matte gets really dry,
yeah,
and it starts to crack. That does not happen with this one. So you know how some people can probably be like, oh yeah, this is a money making opportunity, let me just do this. It's not like that. I don't want to put my name or my face behind a brand that I don't, that I don't trust or I can't push. And I would say it's real good quality makeup.
Nice. Nice.
so shade. Bum ba diddy dim da do.
You forgot the words. Okay, I think it's batterie moi décharger mon temps pas déraper, l'aime sans doudou.
Yeah.
Bamboo step pour pass.
Wait, okay, let's try this again.
Okay.
Batterie moi décharger mon temps pas déraper, l'aime sans shade. Bambou c'est pour m'partir, pour me pencher la vie, pour m'pas périr, longer ma mère, pour m'garder mais pas qu'à vivre sans vous, do.
Thank you. She forgot the lyrics. That was so funny. But oh my God, you still got it.
Oh, thank you.
Hi everyone. Right now we're sitting down with the beautiful Nia. Well, she doesn't really need much of an introduction, but just to give you a little brief, background on Nia. Nia spent 10 years in Zen. I think she was the longest female. Of all the ladies, you spent the most time in the band. Yes. So we have Nia with us, and then the whole purpose of this interview actually is a lot of people, including myself, I'm guilty of that. I've always said Nia's boring, Nia's reserved, and a lot of people have used that against her in a sense. So I shared the information with her after having a conversation about this on a WhatsApp form. So anyway, make long story short, so what we decided today, I called Nia up and I told her exactly what transpired. It was a Haitian forum, HMI Nation, that the conversation started. And I called Nia up and I said, hey Nia, can I make you over? Can I do a little makeover? And to my surprise, she said, yeah, sure. And first of all, I'm not boring. So anyway, now that you know what the point of the interview is, allow me to, quitte Nia saluer nous. Nia, how are you? How have you been?
Hey, I'm fine. I've been good. A lot of changes, but overall great. I made the wake up list, so that's all I can. That's all I can think about.
Oh, that's a lot. Yes, and people do know she's a God-fearing woman. Nia got a little, life in her, and she's proven it today. We decided to have the interview at this point where we could sit and get all of her looks together. So this interview is brought to you by Opa Music, Bon Curves, and the whole thing happened at Zavia Salon in Hollywood, Florida. You'll see the credits as it rolled. Anyway, back to Nia. So Nia, what happened? What happened with Posh? We're just gonna get right to the nitty gritty.
Dang, no pun. No punches. Okay, well, it's not what happened with Posh wasn't really something that I wanted to actually even emphasize or even, give too much airtime to. But ultimately, I just woke up and I found out on a forum on the internet that Dano, who was a partner in Posh, decided that he moved on. He was no longer doing Posh and he was going to do Zenka. And that's how we found out,
Okay, moving along.
Yeah.
So I know you started working on some projects and you had a whole good concept. By the way, I love the concept.
Thank you.
It was a great concept, but I really think that you can actually still always be bad by yourself. And again, you just gotta come out of your shell a little bit. But I promise I won't bring that back up again.
Okay.
But how's the hubby, the babies?
Man, you know what I realized? Babies are not babies for very long. Because they're already 5 and 4. And They keep me on my toes. My daughter, I look at her like she's a little woman. Like, I don't believe in reincarnation, but it's almost like she was here before. You know, she's so grown,
Smart.
and smart. And my son, oh my God, I thank God
Yes.
ultimately for them, and they really bring life, but they also make your life different. You know, and if you're a parent, you understand what I mean by that. I don't even have to elaborate.
Yeah, they humble you and they make you prioritize. And
Yes, it's not even a choice. You will make it all about me. In that sense.
So how about hubby?
Hubby is good. Hubby is good.
I see he's always supporting you.
Oh, that's my number one. That's my bae. That's what the internet.
Yes.
That's what y'all say now. That's my bae.
See, this is the thing. Yes, and your kids are so adorable. I love it. Every time I see them smile, I want to squeeze their cheeks. Yes.
They get that from their mama.
Yes, yes. And I know that you went through a whole lot before you got to this point.
I did.
You went through a whole lot. You got married, you were pregnant, and then
we were pregnant with twins when we first got married, and then I developed a condition called preeclampsia, which means that your blood pressure, just goes out of whack and it goes through the roof, and some people, when they get to a certain point with that condition, they can actually go into another phase of that condition called HELP syndrome, and where all your organs can shut down. Wow. So when you get to a place where your blood pressure is so high, you have to have the baby. There is no not having the baby at that point. Some people are able to kind of hold off a little while, but in my case, the doctor said that we had to have an emergency C-section, and the babies were not that mature. I was probably just about to be 6 months pregnant, so they were small, and unfortunately they didn't make it. So it was a pretty hard thing to go through, and we were pretty much just married. That was tough.
Wow. Well, you made like we've discussed before. You even said it that how God works. Oh,
God is awesome, because there's obviously factors that I may not have known as to why, what happened, but He restored what I lost, in 2 beautiful babies, and only God could plan it this way. One was born August 4th, 2012, and the next one was born August 5th, 2013.
Wow.
So you couldn't even make that happen, even if you did it on purpose.
And the birthday party cheap until they like.
Yeah, exactly. We doing joint parties until somebody tells me to stop.
It works out.
Yeah.
So how, like right now, what do you really want to do? I know the thing is you've accomplished a lot in your life. First of all, you came into business when you were 18. You are one of the first females to come in the band so young, to go out, get married, have a child, have children, and still married, and still, can do music. However, you've been a little relaxed on it.
I have, what? I think it's just me though. I am a very laid back kind of person, and so maybe I might even come across as if I'm not really passionate or driven, in terms of my singing career as is concerned. But I think that when you try to do too much, sometimes you make mistakes along the way, So I understood that when I was going in the direction of getting married, having children, I know I didn't want to be that person on stage who's pregnant. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to like bouncing around with a big old belly on stage, just because I didn't feel like that was really acceptable. And then, is that even really fair to my unborn child. You know, I was thinking about like that, but then also just that time that you need to devote to your kids and to your family during that phase of life. My kids are still young, but I think that at the age that they are, there's more stability for them, you know, and I have such a great support system in my mother-in-law, my mom, you know, everyone else. So I think it affords me that flexibility now, you know, and I don't feel guilty about it either.
Okay. Oh, great.
Yeah.
So does that mean like you're ready to come back officially and be very focused and make this happen?
I'm ready to do it my way.
Yes.
I'm ready to do it my way. I'm ready to truly feel like I've presented the Nia that I've always wanted to present, not other people's versions of Nia or what they think I should be, but what I want to show myself as an artist.
Okay. So with that being said, who would you want to work with, and what's your idea, like, because I know there's a lot of females out there that's doing, you know, that's, by the way, you notice that out of nowhere a bunch of, because before it was very limited,
Yes.
and now a lot of females are coming out and they're not even necessarily singing compas direct.
Right.
They're doing different styles of music and everything.
Right.
So when you want to do Nia's way, is Nia way the compa route, or is it the Creole music? What R&B? What's Nia's way?
Well, I mean, I have to say that it makes me really happy to see how much, not necessarily that compa music has evolved, but that the doors have widened, right? Because I do find that it's not just compa direct anymore. There is a like an open arm embrace for mix of music, you know, where it's compa, the root of it is compa, but there's that rap influence, or there's that hip hop influence, there's that R&B influence, and it's all like fused together. I mean, that was just like mind blowing to see like these what's that type of music that what is that music? What do you call that music? No, like
techno.
Techno, yes. Why that couldn't come to me? Yeah. I mean, I'm like, what? Hey, we Haitians are embracing techno? What? That is crazy, but it just goes to show just how more open-minded, you know, the Haitian listener, music listener is now. So I think it's pretty cool. But who am I as an artist? I think it's not that I'm different or I'm trying to show something different, but it's just packaged the way that I want.
Oh, okay.
Because I think that I've always been different. And someone was telling me, you know, a little while back, like, man, do you understand that you are like the person that paved the way for people to even embrace other styles of music and other styles of singing, you know? And, you know, I'm somebody who, I'm very humble, and, you know, I don't really like to big up myself or whatever, but I really appreciate someone acknowledging that, because sometimes I can't acknowledge that of myself.
Yeah, you do.
You know?
Because sometimes I tell you stuff and then you're surprised. So now let's talk about your career. What exactly do you miss about being in the industry?
I would say it's performing.
You love performing.
Being on the stage, seeing, you know, people singing along to your music, and just the, you know, the either excitement, happiness, whatever you want to call it, that comes across the fans and the people that are out in the crowd, and just being able to engage with people. I mean, performing, you almost want to compare it to something spiritual, because you're what's within you and you're putting it out for people. You're putting out your energy for people, and they're receiving that, and they're also giving you back energy too. It's positive if they like it, or it's like cold, you know, if they're not feeling it. But either way, it's still an exchange, and I miss that. I miss the performing.
What was your favorite performance? Like, what event that always sticks in your mind when you think about your days?
I mean, we had so many, but I would say when we did Nia in Paris, that was like, we made it. You know, you're like, you made it.
Yeah.
Oh, you know, and Nia is a like world known performance venue. It's huge. There was so many people in that crowd, and the energy was just off the chart of the people in the audience. And Zen was on fire that night. It was just an awesome show. And then you know, I don't know if you know Laos.
Yes. Yeah.
Like, he's a talent, man. I don't know if people understand just how much talent this man has and what a voice he has, but you know, he also stands out for me for the night that we played in Ozini. It was awesome.
If you had to do anything different, what would you do?
I would say probably be a little bit more pushy. You know, be a little bit more pushy. Not have a problem to be a bitch sometimes when I needed to be. Ow.
Mania, no tap mania.
And I mean, and not necessarily on stage, but just in general, you know, because sometimes people think that because you're cool, you're relaxed, you're nice, that, you know, somehow that makes you a weak person or that makes you a pushover. And
Yo paso guy?
yeah, no. No pa guy, boys. Nah.
So how do you feel about today? What was your experience like today?
Oh, Shayna, I love you for this
Love you
experience. Oh my gosh, it was so nice. I mean, we're here at the Zaria Salon. I had such an awesome time here. Everyone, the ladies here, from the hairstylist to the nail tech, like, everyone was awesome. They pampered me. Look at my nails, my makeup, and hair. It was awesome. I felt like a queen, not a princess, because I'm grown. I was a queen.
Yes, and I was telling you about, like, first of all, you were too easy. I mean, there was no way to go wrong with you.
Aww.
Because it's always good to have something to work with, and you were everything.
Thank you.
Everything. So I'm so happy you took us up on the opportunity, you know, because you trusted. I was so surprised. I remember when I called you, immediately I just said, what? I'm going to call you back. Right. And I started texting you, party, putting everything
together.
And
it all just came together so quick. I'm like, damn, she's not playing.
Yes, and I want to, basically, I'm just happy that you said this is not the end we've heard of Nia.
No.
So I don't like to ask people this.
The time
frames.
Yeah, because you know what? I feel like I've been giving people time frames for years, and I guess like the finished package, the polished finished package has never been delivered. But I have dropped music along the way. You know, you've heard about things that I'm doing here and there. But I'm a strong believer in timing, you know, and it's not really about my timing, it's about when it's really right, you know. And so for me, if something seems a little half-assed, or if it's not like really coming together the way that I want it to, then I'd rather shelve it and keep looking for what it is that I'm looking for than to, you know, come out and look a hot mess. Yeah.
So with all the girls that are out here lately, I know this is going to be probably not a good question to ask you, because you tend to be out of the loop a little bit too.
Yeah, kind of.
So I'm going to take the risk anyway. So what you just notice the females out here?
I do notice them.
Okay, so
Yeah.
who have you paid attention to, and you're like,
You know who I've been paying attention to? Nia Eller.
oh my gosh, you know, I knew you were gonna say that.
I
could see that.
You know, and of course Instagram, you know,
Yes.
makes it real easy for you to kind of catch up with people that you know, even if I was out of the loop and not really paying attention to the music too much. But she, you know, she has a drive, she has a passion, she has that voice. Ooh,
And she has a good team.
And she has a good team.
Yes.
You know, people that I know personally as well. So yeah, she's doing her thing.
Yes,
Yeah.
nice. So how about the bands? What was the last Haitian Copa song? Oh gosh, see that question I already know. Okay, so you're gonna give me a few. Like
Okay, wait. Like
last Haitian
recent?
song, yeah, recent songs that came out.
The T-Vice song,
Moving on.
Moving On. Yeah, you know. I love T-Vice. The T-Vice song, Moving On, Harmonic. I didn't really, it's a nice song, but you know, it's kind of like, water and all of that. Like, you know, but the second single, Incroyable, yeah, that one is super nice, harmonic. Who else had some good songs? Gasman's song.
Oh, Heartbreaking Mission.
Yes, that's a very nice song too. Shout out. And let me see, am I missing anybody? And there was a song by they're young guys.
Young guys.
I think they're based in Haiti.
Casino.
Yes.
Yeah, we have got taste.
Yeah, they're nice.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm
Yeah.
not totally out of the loop.
Okay, but you got good ear.
Yeah,
I like
I
that.
have an ear for music, you know, and nice melodies. So yeah. I think people are out here doing their thing, and they are being creative, and as much as the industry will allow, it's moving.
It's moving.
There's some progress.
Slowly but
Yeah,
surely.
slowly but surely.
So now it's your turn. It's your turn.
You know what? I mean, I feel like I'm a wine. Fine
wine.
The time is almost right.
So we've come to the conclusion of our Nia Makeover interview, and with a little, quick conversation and checking up on the artist and see what she's doing. So, and Nia, we come to the conclusion of the interview. But is there anything you would like to say to your fans before we out?
Well, of course, it was my pleasure to be with OpaMusic.com with this interview and this glam makeover. But I also want to let everybody know that I'm a brand ambassador for Bush Cosmetics, and this is my color, Nia Music. And if you like this color and would like to be just like me, you can go on bushcosmetics.com and order. Right now we're doing pre-orders, so we'll be pre-ordering for the rest of the month and expect it to ship out in November. Also, I want to thank Zaria Salon for just having me today. I mean, a whole day of glamming and slayage. The hair's on fleek, I had such a great time. And Bone Curves for this beautiful dress, right? Should I stand up?
Yes. Yes. And we have the other outfits in photos.
And photos. This is definitely not something I probably would have worn, okay? Just to let you know. But it's beautiful. It's so nice. And I just want to shout out to Nadej from Bone Curves. She's so awesome for giving me this dress. And who else? Who else should I be thanking? Opa Music, Bone Curves, Bush Cosmetics. Oh, and Beauty by Nani.
Yes, Nani.
She was our
Makeup
makeup artist today, and also beat that face up too, Shayna.
Hey, yes. But too bad y'all can't see it. Thank you so much, Nia. It was such a pleasure. And I cannot wait to hear new content from you.
Yes.
Okay?
Soon.
Don't be so cheap now. You better share that talent with us. Bye.
I won't see you smile, and I won't hear you laugh anymore every night, and I won't see you walk through that door, 'cause time wasn't on your side. It isn't right. I can't say I love you, it's too late to tell you, but I really need you to know. Oh baby, no, I'll never forget you, I'll never let you out of my heart. Oh, you will always be here with me. Oh, and I'll hold on to your memory, baby.